almost showtime. Come on. Let's do this. Hey, guys!
Welcome to the One Up Weekly Live.
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
1, 2, 3, 4, yeah.
What's going
Sorry.
on? Ralph, seriously, what's up with those glasses? We got to start with that.
Well, we got them for this dumb work thing, and they were sitting on my desk, and we never actually wore them, so now I just figured I'd wear them. They're polarized.
Oh, wow. This is amazing. So polarized, does that mean this entire episode is going to be about dividing and divisions and polarizing the audience?
I don't think so, but that
Okay.
sounds really awesome. Okay. I'll take
All
it
right,
off.
so-
It looks weird, doesn't it?
So we looked in the chat while we were kind of warming up for the show here, and we saw some people wanted to talk about the virtual fighter. So I thought we would get started with that conversation right away, and we're going to kill two birds with one stone. So I have put together a quick poll, and I'm going to start it right now. And the poll is, let's see if this works. So it's on right now. So virtual fighter, if you haven't seen it, hey Ralph, you want to pull up that picture? You have that handy, right?
Before you do the poll? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll explain the poll, and then you're going to show it. So the poll is whether you think this is real. So if you don't think it's real, we'd love to see a 0 from you. And then if you do think it's real, that this picture itself is a leak from Arcade One, if that's what you believe, give us a 1. And let's see if this thing actually starts.
All right. I took the picture down, so hopefully you already saw the picture. I can put it back up if you need to, but is your polly thingy working?
I'm trying
All
to
right,
see
I'll
if
put
it'll
it
work.
back on the screen so you guys can see what we're talking about. So this is basically what we're talking about. This was leaked out, and there was some debate whether it was real or fake. And Justin has this poll going. Is it working?
It's not working.
It's not working. Can you want to try it again?
No. I should
Okay.
have tested this beforehand. I just kind of left it there hanging. So it's
All
my
right.
fault. It's my
Well, it
fault.
didn't work. Okay, cool.
Didn't work. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll see if it comes in. But let's run through it. Let's see. We got some people coming in. We got a lot of zeros. That's what I see. I see My Family, Stringer Films. We got Doug. 0, even Zero Hero, which is really ironic, says a 1. I thought you would say 0, man. And Zohar got it right. So John D already commented that it's a fake. So we'd like to go down, talk about that just for a little bit. It's not going to be this huge topic, but what John D said was, he said that photo was a fake, as if that picture that you're seeing is not from them. But he never said Virtua Fighter was not coming out. He just said that photo was fake.
Yeah, so I talked to him earlier, and I said, hey man, this had been, so David McIntosh had said like a couple days ago, maybe, I think it was, he said it was fake, and then I just wanted to confirm with John. So I'm like, hey man, is that picture something that you guys put together? And he's like, no, it's fake. It's totally not our picture. Now, I don't think he would tell me. He wouldn't say, no, it's fake. But we are planning on doing that at some point down the road. Like, he probably wouldn't tell me that. But as far as that mock-up, it's not their mock-up.
So I have to mention, so it looks like we have the visitor GameStop.
Yeah, so there's an official launch of the GameStop website, apparently, where you can pre-order your bunch of stuff.
Okay.
So you can find out more about, I didn't even know. You can find out about the giant joystick.
Okay, so I think GameStop is Stringer, and I have a theory. If you were watching us, we had a previous impromptu stream a couple days ago. It's where we learned about this GameStop, and everyone wanted to know who GameStop was. We were making guesses of who it was.
Wait,
but
holy shit! Oh, that is awesome. I haven't seen any of this. What the hell? What the hell?
But here's the thing. I think it's Stringer Films. I think all of this is Stringer Films. Do you know why?
I think it is too. Oh, look. Well, that's kind of cool, actually. Can you actually buy this stuff? Is this actually like, is this real?
Oh my gosh. What's the website
What the
called?
heck? It's actually, hold on, I think it's thegamestop.com.
Oh
Where's the giant joystick go? Oh my gosh, don't even tell me it goes to the video of the giant joystick.
See, here's why I think it's
What
Stringer.
the hell?
Stringer was the only one who wasn't making guesses of who it was. Everyone else was guessing who it was. And GameStop says, yes, you can purchase it. But Stringer himself is saying, I don't have time for this. But Stringer, you got to tell me, why weren't you laughing? Like, when we first learned about GameStop, I thought Stringer Films would be all over it and like talking about it.
So you have to read. You have to read what it says. Yes, it's real, and yes, it's official. Includes hap-ish sticks.
Okay, so here's the deal. If you didn't catch it, so GameStop came from, we were taking a look at the Neo Geo MVSX, and we were looking at the code, and in the code, there's a little link to buy it from GameStop, which goes nowhere, but all that stuff is like hidden. It's not actually shown.
Well, now I want to see if it's still there.
Yeah, the developer went in there and they called it GameStop, so that's kind of like where it all began.
Wait, hold on. Where's that hidden section?
Some people think it's Zohar.
Really? Dude, where's that hidden section really quick? Because I want to see if it's still,
so it's down below the states, or the map. Yeah, keep going down. Go up. See, we'll give a lesson. So what he's doing is inside the inspector, and as you highlight over the different
I don't see the
elements
hidden.
Go up a little bit.
Yeah.
And then until you see the countries highlighted. No, I don't know. I can't help you, man.
Hold on, wait.
You're diving in now.
I'm at the. Oh, there it is, hidden. Okay, so now boom. I just say
take the class out. Yeah, just double click and delete it. There you go.
Okay, but let me see. Now, where am I seeing?
Come on.
What did I do?
You clicked on it, which refreshed it, which took away the hidden. Why are we spending so much time? Okay, hurry up.
Hold on, I want to find out. Okay, now where do I find?
Expand those divs. See the expand?
This?
No, the little arrows on. There you go. Keep going. Yeah. Expand that. Boom. There's GameStop somewhere inside there. I don't know why we're spending so much time on this. I apologize, guys.
You're going past it. Why are you apologizing? I'm not. I don't see it anywhere.
Highlight over. When hover over the divs when all of a sudden it says choose your, just hit that inspector button. How about that?
Okay.
Yeah, and then there you go, boom.
Oh, it does say GameStop. So
there you go.
You just can't see it, but hold on, I'll make it. So
he finally did it. He learned how to use the little thing that does the thing.
All right, whatever. Awesome. It still says GameStop. You guys, it still says GameStop. Just trust me.
We got to watch out. They may trademark that GameStop, and then they're going to come coming for whoever GameStop is.
I know. Seriously, I want to know who GameStop actually is. Like, this is crazy because, guys, seriously, I swear to God to you, I have no clue who GameStop is.
No.
I'm sure he looks something like this, though. He's probably like, GameStop, how may I help you?
I did reach out to Stringer Films, and I'm like, I know it's you. And then he pretended for a second that it was him, but then he's like, no, it's not me. And I told him, I was like, well, why weren't you talking about, GameStop is, I thought you would be super excited about it, but you weren't really. So because I think it's you, but he goes, no, it's not me. I would tell you.
Well, GameStop is telling me to look at their events, and I don't.
See, people are thinking it's me. Like, it's not me. Like, honestly.
No, it's not. 100%.
It's not me.
Okay, hold on. All right, guys.
I would have said something.
Hold on. I'm being instructed that by GameStop, too. And everyone's going to think that we actually are GameStop, but I swear to God to you, we're not GameStop. So it says, all right, events. I'm being told to read this. Q&A night.
Who's telling you? GameStop themselves?
GameStop themselves is saying to read who we still don't know who it is. All right, First Fridays. Q&A. Meet our friendly staff and come ask us questions about anything. How do you pronounce Sinden? Okay, come on. All right, how do you pronounce Sinden? Is that Neo Geo cabinet real? What is the ...
Okay, hold on a second. Hold on. I think this is actually more evidence that it's Stringer, because why don't you play that clip that Stringer sent us?
All right. Okay, hold on, guys. So keep in mind, the reason why Justin is saying this is because of the comment that says, how do you pronounce Sinden? So keep that in mind. And then here, we're going to play this.
Okay.
Let's talk about Sidon, guys.
I always say it wrong. Is it Sidon or Sinden?
Sidon.
The Sidon light gun.
Today we've got Andy with us. Andy, thank you for joining us.
This guy right here, Sidon. Sidon or Sinden?
Sidon.
The Sinden light gun.
What did you say? The Sinden light gun. Sinden light gun.
Say what?
Yeah, the Sinden.
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 That's right.
Sinden. Sinden. Sinden.
Sinden.
Sinden. Yeah. Sinden light gun project is really cool. But
It should be
yeah,
Sidon, but whatever.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right, so that was made by our
Our good buddy.
our good buddy Stringer Films. So thank
Our
you for
Big
putting
Eddie.
together that clip. My favorite part when all of a sudden you see John D say "send in," like he's really, enunciating it. So, Stringer,
Oh.
thank you so much for all your support that you give to us, and you also make us laugh a lot.
There's some
so
more
we appreciate
details
that.
in
Okay.
here, Justin. So there's streaming Saturdays. It says, do you need a special event that needs to be live streamed? Birthdays, weddings, bar mitzvah, bat mitzvah, childbirth. No event is too small. Okay, so that happens on Saturdays. Then it says Wednesdays are Hump Day Wednesdays. Every Wednesday.
Could you make it bigger?
Yeah. I mean, I guess they could go to the website themselves too.
Yeah,
since
but I
it's-
want to see it better.
All right. It says Wednesday. Every Wednesday, we challenge a new Pac-Man player to discover a new way to play with our exclusive giant Pac-Man joystick, pants or shorts. I don't know, optional, I guess. Okay.
Wait. Someone says expand them. There's more. So scroll up.
Oh, it says pants or shorts required. Okay. No event too small. No event is too intimate for our ragtag team of professionals. When you see the GameStop van parked around town, you know something special is going on. All right, so on Fridays it says, is the Neo Geo cabinet real? What is the best aspect ratio? How can I get the best resolution from my Nintendo console? And why isn't the carpet all wet, Todd? What the hell? Come on, man. It has to be Stringer. There's no one else that would do this.
Stringer.
Okay,
Okay,
so-
wait a second. Hold on. I got this. Keep
What?
going, but I'm going to start reverse engineering the website and trying to figure out who it is.
Okay, so it says, is that fun though, or is it more fun to just not know? I don't know. Do we want to know? Do we want to find out
I think
today?
we want to find out.
All right. Okay, cool. So anyways, so basically it says on Tuesdays, new release day, all day. The second Tuesday of every month, we receive our new release items. Will it be a new game, a new console, or a new knockoff? You never know what we might get. Okay. And then you can subscribe, I guess. And it has 2020 GameStop all site. Oh, powered by the new Pied Piper. Wow. And Justin has no idea what that is because he hasn't watched Silicon Valley. So that's funny to me, not so funny to him. But I don't know. Man.
That's really interesting.
Wait, he said, I love you guys, and I'll tell you after the stream, promise. Meaning while everyone's still here? We have to talk to GameStop as if it's an actual person since we don't know. So GameStop, could you please respond with during the stream while everyone's here? Because I think everyone wants to know who you are.
Yeah. All right. So the mystery is on.
And then Zohar sent a super chat that he's mad about us not showing yet.
Yeah, I thought we would get to it. I think Zohar's super chat's actually an interesting topic that I want to dive into.
Okay, I will read his super chat. Okay, a light gun cab is coming. A driving cab is coming. A pinball is coming all this year. How are we supposed to afford all this? That's a really great point, actually.
Really good.
And
Yeah,
I don't
because-
think we are supposed to afford all this.
So this is
because it's crazy.
something that is surprising actually, because Arcade 1-Up came out, with their products at $300, right? So that price point didn't include a riser, didn't include anything light up marquee. People said, "Hey, we want the riser." North Americans love the riser, so now they're just kind of building that in, right? And then it turned into space is going to be an issue. I think people figured out how to solve the space issue. They are taking up more space in different parts of their house. We've seen pictures of it. Part of my basement is dedicated. Your room, the studio that you have, has cabinets in it. Your first room right off your front door has cabinets in it, things like that.
Yes, we're running.
And then you got a storage. That's how you solved your space. But the big problem for 2020 is not space; it's money.
Yeah, for sure.
It's the cost of these things because if you want them all, right? And that's the thing. Like, you could go with a multicade. Like, some people may argue, hey, just spend $500 and get a multicade. But the thing is, the people, at least a lot of our fans, the people that watch the show, They're talking about, I can't afford this, but I want those things, right?
Yeah.
I want the light gun. I want the driving cab. I want the pinball. I'm running out of money.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's
And
been
that's real.
well, and the thing is though, and we were talking about this before, it's that there's so many of these cabinets now that's I don't think there's no possible way unless you're just completely made of money that you can buy every single one. Like it's not happening. Number one, you couldn't fit all of them because there's so many variants now of different cabinets. But I don't think anybody's, kind of thinking I don't think they're thinking there's going to be a person that buys every single cabinet at this point. It's just not feasible. It's impossible.
There's the stimulus check.
yeah, well, there's
Several
that.
people responded with that answer. Yeah, it's a tough thing because I think it's going to come down to, for me, I bought several cabinets and now I'm picking and choosing. The cabinets that I have behind me that have light up marquees, I recently rearranged this room, and those the ones that I have farthest to my left when I look at them are the ones I'm planning on keeping. And the ones that kind of move on to the other direction are the ones that may have to go. Because when I bought them, at the time, when Final Fight came out, for example, there was another options. And Final Fight, it was like, I got to get this, right? I can get it for $300. This is a great cabinet. And then, year and a half later or whatever, if the new racing cab's coming out, I may have to swap to the racing cab instead of the Final Fight cabinet.
Yeah. Well, I thought it might be kind of cool to share this thing that I came across. It was actually someone that I'm buddies with offline sent me this, and I don't know all the background of it, but for those of you looking for alternatives, because obviously, like at least on my channel, the Retro Ralph channel, we did a lot of building different arcade cabinets. I covered a couple different cabinet DIY builds and things like that. So that's always a possibility too. Like you can build yourself a multicade or something if you go, look, I don't really, I don't have the space for all these, because some people won't. So I wanted to show you guys this really quick because it's kind of cool. It's a company that I guess they do CNC made to order cabinets.
Are you going to make me spend more money, Ralph? This is not.
No, that's not the intention. It's just
this.
I wanted to show you guys this because it's cool. They have a lot of really neat designs. So like, they basically, he's got a CNC machine. I think the company existed somewhere else at one point, and then he bought, I think, all the designs and everything. So he started up, and it was, I think, a international company, and now he's doing it out of, I think it's Indiana. So he's got a CNC. It's made to order. So like, let's say you're looking for a cocktail cabinet, you can kind of click on. Oh, I'm clicking on the wrong thing. You can click on the cocktail cabinet and then see the options for the cocktail cabinet. You can get them in various different forms. Different button layouts, different finishes. If you click here, it shows you all the. I can't, for some reason, it's not pulling up on the. I can't pull it up, but there's like a bunch of different carvings. Oh, here it is. So like you can do these different carvings in the machine if you want. Like, so if you're a big
cool
Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat fan, you can get Mortal Kombat in there. But they offer this on almost all their cabinets. So that's the cocktail.
It's like they cut right into it, like a little bit of branding.
Yeah, it looks like it's
kind of cool idea.
Yeah, it looks like it's cut in, or maybe it's etched in. I'm not sure exactly how they do that. But yeah, they have a bar top as well. But all like really high quality stuff. And then he's got like sort of the crazy multicade. It looks like people have backlit these logos. So if they're backlighting them, then maybe you could put plexi on it and kind of do something cool. But the one that caught the one that caught my eye was this. So Vuelix cabinets are usually pretty hard to get, and they're not necessarily like made here usually. They're hard to find here. You usually have to import them. But what's cool about this is that it's all flat packed, and usually they're not made of wood either, but this is made of wood. But I'm like pretty stoked on something like this. So these are typically sit-down cabinets, sit-down fighter cabinets. Really, really neat design. Actually, the Vuelix is similar to, if you notice, it has like the two speakers in the front. This is actually similar to what like iArcade was going for. You notice I dropped the I there. When they designed their cabinet, they wanted it to look like a Candy Cab Vuelix-ish type thing. And so you can kind of see some similarities in the cut and like the curvature in it. But yeah, this could be a neat website if you're looking to do DIY builds and have it fully customized. Now keep in mind, they're doing all the buttons for you. They're doing the hole for the monitor for you, everything.
Once you show them, we were talking about this before the show. when you go in there to like order, it's all made to order stuff, right? It's not
Yeah,
like
all made
they
to
do
order.
flat pack it, but it says like here's the process, right? You're gonna pick and choose what you want. They're gonna email you, let you know when
Mhm.
they're gonna start the process, things like that. Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I haven't watched this video, but I think it's just pictures of what they sell and stuff like that. But I think maybe they go into the order. You choose your cabinet first. But I mean, look at all the cabinet designs. There's a ton of them. And what I did here, I heard.
Whoa!
Oh, I know.
Oh,
No, yeah, they have cockpits and everything. Like they are no
that's
joke.
really cool.
Yeah, they have stuff like this. If you wanted to build a disc of Tron.
This is reminding me of. Do you remember that movie Wedding Singer? Once again, this information would have been useful to me yesterday.
Well, this is for someone that wants to they're not looking for something like a out of the box experience. They want to build it themselves and do all that kind of stuff. So I mean, it's a different customer in my opinion than someone that's buying the one up, right? Although people do customize one ups, but maybe for someone that spent a lot of times modding one ups and they want to kind of graduate to the next level and build something themselves, these are really cool. But I didn't realize he sells completed ones too. I guess he sells completed ones. I'm not sure how those come, but yeah, they've got the Vuelix ones. They have one that you're gonna flip out on if I can find it.
I do like the completed because I hate when I go to websites.
See, I don't know how they get away with this because, dude, this is like a straight up Donkey Kong. I mean, maybe because you can't make it anymore. I don't know. Like, does Nintendo? They don't manufacture these cabinets anymore, so I guess maybe the time. What's it called? Is it statute
of limitations? Yeah.
I'm assuming that's got to be in place for. I mean, they don't make their cabinets anymore, but that's badass. Like, that's really nice, and the price isn't necessarily outrageous. And I mean, look at it. It's exact. This looks exactly like the back of mine. Right. So it's pretty cool. Pretty damn cool. Yeah. Yeah. So they have classic. If you look under classic, you'll see like all the classic cabinets. Hold on, let me see if I can get back to there really quick. I got a little click happy. Hold on.
Now, is this new? Is this a new site or the company been around for a while? Or are you just discovering it?
No, it's not. So it's not. You can't order it yet. So if you look, there's this thing. It says this is a demo store for testing purposes. No orders shall be fulfilled. Stay tuned. So yeah. So right now they're just like inking the deal, I guess, for him to start production. So he's going to start doing the production of the cabinets.
I wonder if he's like does arcades locally or something, but now he's ready to ship nationwide.
I'm not sure. I don't know the background on it. I just found out about it today, so I don't really know a whole lot about it. But I mean, it looks like he's going to have some cool products if you're looking for. The problem is a lot of people can't cut the wood themselves. Like if you're like me, I can do very limited woodworking. So if I wanted a full size cabinet, I'm sure I could figure it out, but I don't have all the tools.
Yeah, it's kind of like for me, I don't know if other people are like that, but it's kind of like the meanest comment I ever get on YouTube. It's like I make a video when I used to make more videos, and then someone will comment, or you can just build one yourself in the garage and go buy wood at Home Depot. And I'm like, yeah, that requires woodworking skills.
Well, and the room for the equipment. Like you need to have the room. Like I have no place in my house where I could set up like a table saw and have all like I don't. There's no place for it. I couldn't do it. I mean, plus right now it's 115 degrees out, so I really wouldn't want to be outside with a table saw. But
so let's catch up on the super chats here. We got Stringer Films. Just go knock off your neighborhood GameStop. Yeah, so that's interesting because we're running out of money and we got to figure out a way to save some money. So it's a good one. Let me see and then How to Bachelor is saying autographs from you all at GameStop. Well, we'll find out later today. What we understand is GameStop is going to announce who they are before the stream is over. I'm starting to think. I wonder. No, it can't be.
Justin,
it can't be.
I think I need the glasses back on for some reason.
Is that right?
I don't know why. I just feel like I need the glasses back on.
I think I need to play guitar for a second. Like
I think you do too. Wait, why would we be playing this? We'd be playing this because we're bringing in the man, the one, the only, John D. What's up, dude?
What's up, John? How's it going? Thanks for crashing our party here.
What's going on, guys? How you doing?
We're good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
What is up?
You got more than 232 people here?
There's 209 right now, but they'll go up when they know you're in the house.
That's the average viewership of another show I don't want to talk about.
Oh, yeah. What's up, dude? So you You guys have been busy, right? I mean, there's so much going on.
Oh man, I mean this is crunch time here. We're pushing out a lot of product. You saw we had the pre-orders for X-Men, Marvel vs. Capcom. Saw all the this Pac-Man stuff. So yeah, man, and much more coming down the pipeline. So I'm here kind of to answer any questions that the community has. I know there's been a lot of speculation here and there, so anything goes. You know what?
So
I'm an open book.
I got a question. There's someone in the chat. I don't know if maybe you've seen this because there's a website now called gamestop.com, and we're trying to figure out who they are. They've been trolling us for the last couple days.
What is that? The GameStop?
It's GameStop,
it's GameStop with a C, but we don't know who it is.
GameStop.
So my first question is, are you GameStop?
What the hell? What is it? Am I GameStop?
Come on, is it you?
It's not John.
That's not me.
Okay,
no, it's not John.
But
hey,
why would I have to have any secret aliases? I tell everything. There's no like secrets in me.
Yeah,
that's very true.
No
so hey,
secrets.
so check this out. So Zohar started you off with $5. He's like, man, John D.
That's it.
Oh,
I told you.
Oh, now he's
by the time I leave,
were,
he's going to give you guys $100. I'm telling you.
But you guys were bros, man.
Happy birthday so hard anyway. So it's his birthday. I heard he turned like 48. So
John, I think it's just 40.
Okay.
So John, let's start with the one thing. All right, clearly the picture of the Virtua Fighter thing is a BS thing. That's not something that you guys mocked up, right? That's not you.
No, that's not us. But I'll tell you, I mean, Model 2 games. It's not that it's not possible, right? I mean, we need a higher spec chip, which we do have, and it's just a balance of timing about when we can put these Model 2 games in at the price point that's reasonable. With anything, you can put Model 2 games on a current chipset, but it's a balance of like extra development time versus having to develop for a hardware that's closer to what the original hardware was. So no, the Virtua Fighter 2 rumors aren't true. But in the future, could it be true? I mean, I guess it could be, just not yet.
So I feel like, there's going to be a little bit of back and forth between you and Zohar, but he said, I'm sorry, I can't do bigger super chats because I need to save my money for your cabinets. So he's saying...
yeah, I think I converted him from a MK guy to a Street Fighter guy. You guys seen that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he whipped my ass in Street Fighter over and over
Really?
again. Bad, too.
You're
Really
pretty
bad.
If you've been playing Street Fighter a long time...
I am actually pretty bad.
Who just started playing
I am pretty bad.
Games can beat you. That's pretty bad.
I know. I boast about beating David, but David is terrible. That's between you and I.
Oh,
I mean, if David is watching, David's really bad. I let him win that one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, my family wanted to let you know
David
that he has
sucks
that
in
same
fighting
shirt.
games too, though. So.
Well, yeah, I know. So
No, I'm representing hieroglyphics just from my area here,
Nice.
East Bay, California.
Nice.
So we got Edwin with a question for you. Are we getting Racing Cab this year?
Just have to wait for our announcements. We'll see. I can't confirm or deny any racing cabs coming for this year, but there is one big announcement coming soon. So.
Oh, there is. Okay, how soon are we talking?
I would say within the month or so, within 4 weeks, we should have an announcement.
Okay,
Hopefully.
cool. I like
Now,
that.
is that beyond? A lot of people are really interested in an update on the pinball. Is there any? Maybe you could kind of. A lot of people are saying like, oh, all this Marvel. We only see pictures of Marvel. What about Star Wars? What about Attack from Mars? Could you kind of answer that? Is there plans to release 3 all at once or what?
Yeah, I mean that's always been the original plan. We're going to release 3 all at once. Could be from different retailers, but we'll definitely release all 3 this year.
And I wanted to. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, John.
Go ahead. No.
Oh no, I was gonna say that picture was the one that showed up was the Marvel one. So there's only like 2 of these built, right? Like one of them is with Mel at Zen, and you guys have one at HQ. Is there? but that's pretty much it, right?
Well,
Oh, wait a minute. Hold
there's
on.
probably a few. There's probably one in Hong Kong. These
Okay.
were what they call pre-production
Mhm.
samples, and they were sent to Mel to make sure that everything everything was to their standards. The real pinball people, as we have some on our end, but we sent them, and any changes. These are like the last chance you can make any changes
Okay.
to anything. So yeah, those were sent, which means that we're only a few weeks away from development when we get those pre-production samples out. So it's coming very soon.
Sweet. That's awesome. All right, we got now Zohar's got the money. All of a sudden, he tapped into his savings here. Actually, no, we got one before him. So Juan says, just got the new Partycade from HSN. It's running great, and the kids love it. They can't stop playing it, waiting for Centipede to be delivered. So Juan's a fan. He's saying he loves it, which is cool.
Yeah, no, we're really happy with our HSN QBC partnership. Basically, it exposes our products to a wider audience, wider demographic. So it's been doing well. It's good.
Yeah, it seems like it. So Zohar said, John D, you did switch me from MK to Street Fighter. And by the way, I've played Street Fighter since 1989, and I'll beat you in it too.
I doubt it. We could put this on stream, so I doubt he can beat me.
All right,
That would be fun.
We might have
He
to
probably
set
could
that
beat
up.
me in MK because I just don't play MK. I just think it's. I'm not going to say anything bad about MK. MK sells well. It's just not my type of game.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got one from Daniel May. He's actually in Australia. I said, thanks for coming through with the cabs in Australia. Although
I told you.
Yeah, he said, but we're being robbed in distribution pricing. We appreciate it.
There's a reason. There's a reason for. There's taxation and importing costs and all of that stuff. So there's things that we can't control of the pricing, but we're just glad to be able to offer it in Australia. I know the pricing is a little higher than a lot of people in the territory will like, but again, there's a lot of things that are involved in pricing, whether whether it's shipping or trade agreements and all that stuff, tariffs, everything. So yeah, but we've seen the community and we're doing our best to bring it everywhere.
Yeah, for sure. So when you were talking about being able to do, more enhanced polygonal graphics, you got one saying, so that means we might see Daytona. That was just a comment.
Well, I mean, Daytona is one of my favorite games of all time.
Ours too. Everyone loves Daytona, man. It's
yeah,
so
I mean, if it was my choice and everything, I'd probably create a Daytona USA where you could have eight cabinets linked together. So if you're really rich, you could have like 8 cabinets in your garage and link them all together. And then,
that would be super cool, I think. Yeah.
But again,
so we did see that Sega, while we're talking about that, we do see the Brick, a retailer in Canada, does have your Sega cab. I think is it available now or maybe soon?
Soon, it's soon. It's like we're just about to ship it. So yeah, you could either find it from our website. There may be one other retailer that's selling it. So we'll have information on that soon.
And that one will be available. That's going to be a direct from 1UP, right? Like you'll get it right from the website on the.
Yeah, so that's where the main distribution will be, and there's possibly one other retailer that would sell it.
Nice. Cool. Okay. Cool. We
cool.
got
and
one.
Yeah, you have notifications, right? So if someone's interested, they can just go to your website, arcade1up.com, go to Sega, hit I want to be notified, and hopefully they'll get an email when that's available.
Yep. Yeah. So, just check our website.
So this one's been coming up a lot. I didn't really know how to answer it. I know Justin and I, but it's like people keep asking about.
Yeah, about the different SKUs.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting really hard to track.
It's really no different than any other, publisher, what they do, because, in order to basically have as many units out there, you're going to have retailer exclusives. And, we have to make sure that our retailers have something different than the other retailers have. So can we put them all at once and like say what the SKUs are? Not necessarily. For a variety of reasons, you need to make sure all these retailers are kind of have the same chance to sell their SKUs. So
Mhm.
it's not like that we could just say, hey, these are all the SKUs available. There's a lot that goes into it, and if you put one SKU out, then one retailer may not benefit from having their SKUs sold. So I mean, that's just a matter of fact of things. That's just a fact of life.
So
You know,
John, like, let me give you a scenario. So like if you're negotiating with me and I'm Best Buy,
Yep,
could I
yep.
potentially say to you, look, man, this is actually pretty cool, but I want a chance for people to come to me to buy it because it's unique. So you like, is there anything in the agreement where they could say you personally can't advertise for it? I have to advertise for it so that there's that exclusivity, or is it not that? I mean, you don't have to
It's
tell me if you
very,
can't
I
tell
mean,
me.
that's part of it. It's very
Yeah.
complicated. I mean, a lot of times the retailers who are able to offer their product first gets to go first, right?
Mhm.
Got it.
And then so let's say GameStop already has their pre-orders up and they get their SKU first. It's not like I could say, hey, look, Best Buy is going to have this, or Costco is going to have this. We can't do that because that's a disservice to those retailers. And
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's just the nature of the business. Um, I don't know what else to say about that. I understand the people's concerns, but we have to do right by all of our partners, and I
No,
guess that's the
understood.
most honest answer I could give.
Okay.
Well, we're shifting gears to Zohar just talking shit on you. He says, I'm ready right now. You have no chance. So he's like, bring it, basically. But we can set that up. Like, we can
Yeah.
definitely
You
get
could
that set
totally
up.
set that up. It's no,
That'd be awesome.
there'd be no contest.
All right. He's pretty cocky, dude. He really is. All right.
I'd
Justin,
be
I'm
damned
losing
if I
track.
let an MK player beat me in Street Fighter.
Oh wow,
You
that's a good
know,
point.
Oh, all
it's
right.
okay.
Yeah, I get.
But
So
I admire his passion. At least I allowed him to even consider
wow.
buying Street Fighter and Marvel cabinets. That's cool.
Are you seeing this? He said that, what was the comment there?
The
The
D in John
John
D's.
D stands for does not beat Zohar. He is like on it, dude.
No, the D means these nuts on your chest.
Oh gosh. All right. We gotta shift gears. This is
All
getting
right,
heated. This
let's
is getting
get
too
clean
heated.
here. Any word?
Let's
No,
clean it
I
up.
love you. I'm just kidding.
Did Nintendo ever call you back, John?
It's not that. I still look. I jest when I say we're getting a big Nintendo. I mean, of course, we love that partnership, but
Mm-hmm.
in due time. I mean, if there's any company that can actually pull it off, it'd be us. But everyone knows the challenges that regarding a Nintendo license, and
Mm-hmm.
if it happens, it happens. But I mean, there's so many other games that we have on our list for the next 5 years. And as much as I'd love a double screen Punch Out and a Donkey Kong with Donkey Kong Jr. and all that other stuff, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you know what? I mean, they'd be a great addition to our lineup, but it's not essential.
Yep. All right. So,
Makes sense.
someone was Stringer Films was commenting 8 linked would be awesome. So he's thinking
Yeah.
that's really cool. Yeah. I mean, gosh,
That's
if you
my
could
dream.
link them, oh, that'd be all. I mean, that would be killer. I think so many people would be into something like that. That's for sure.
I mean, I don't have the money to buy 8 cabinets string together, but some people would.
Yeah.
So I was pretty excited to find out. Like, I didn't know when the new Countercades showed up. I thought maybe they'd only have one game. I'd be happy if they have 2. But I was pleased to find out some of the variations
Yeah, 4
have
and
4.
1.
So is that kind of going forward, or is it?
It just depends. It just depends on the retailer. I mean, I think. Good.
Some people are so excited. I had one person reach out to me to ask on the technical side of it. Do you like they have the old Pac-Man, right? Like the Costco Pac-Man with 2 games on it, and they were willing to go purchase a partycade just to gut the partycade and put it, in their Gen 1. And I advised them, okay, you got to think about the screen resolution, you got to think about the PCB, the wiring it up. Like, it's probably possible if you bring the monitor and the PCB with you, but then you're going to have to worry about the bezel because I think they might be different aspect ratios between those 2 models.
That's correct.
But I think that brings up a point. Do you think there's like any, I don't know, upgrade model, like a a la carte? You can buy a PCB and you can upgrade your old version or something like that.
I don't know. I mean, we've heard the community and how they want to buy PCBs and everything. We're considering it, but that's not our business model.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, I can't say will we ever do it. I don't know, but selling PCBs is not our model.
Yeah.
It could be in the future, but yeah, I mean.
Do you guys?
So well, future. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna ask. Do you guys have like how far out? I mean, if you can say, like, how far out does the roadmap go? Like, do you guys have it planned for the next like 3 years or so?
At least. I mean, we have at least a 5-year roadmap. The next 3 years are pretty set. After that, it's kind of like, can we do this with current chipsets that may fall in price? So a lot of it is based on hardware costs in year 4 and 5. But yeah, I mean, there's tons of games that we still can do and still have to do. So, you know, I think for the most part, our roadmap for the next 2-3 years is pretty much set. We can, but with the flexibility to do about 3 or 4 cabs here and there from a direct-to-consumer basis.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's cool.
So I think you had a name for it before. That's mainly like a community-driven drive. Like,
correct.
If you think you could sell like maybe 5,000, it'd be worth it, something like that.
Correct. I mean, we're thinking about possibly doing maybe like I don't know, these crowdfunding programs.
Okay.
If if there's some games out there that we don't think will necessarily sell at retail, but the fans want it, if they want to show their support, we possibly could do a crowdfunding if that's something that the community wants to do. And you have to tell us. I mean, I know there's games out there that we know that we likely can't sell in a Walmart or Target, but we know are still pretty popular. Mm-hmm. So if the community thinks or is okay with us doing crowdfunding like Hasbro does or some other companies, then we'll definitely consider it. But you have to tell us. We don't want to do anything that pisses off the community.
So Zohar is crying that we're not reading his super chat. He says, John D, if I lose, this channel gets $100 every Sunday to the end of the year. If I win, you get me an MK Anniversary Edition 1 year early. Deal?
Okay, we'll talk about this offline. I gotta see how good he is. But yeah,
I trust Zohar, but there is this one thing. He said I got him some IL sticks and I put it on a control panel for him.
Yeah, IL sticks aren't that good though.
Oh, I love them. And he said he said I'm not going to bother anyone about. He said he was done. So he's kind of going back on his word a bit on that. But okay. All right. So Justin, there's a bunch that you missed too. I think there's a bunch of questions that came.
Let's see if we can rapid fire these.
There was a Sling Spade one that came in at 444, and I missed it. So I don't know if you can see that. They're coming in so fast.
I think I'm way above you, dude. I'm actually.
Oh,
so
okay.
quick question for John. Any chance of the Wave 1 Countercade titles being re-released as a smaller one?
Possibly, maybe like if people want Dig Dug as a main one, it's possible. I've heard that.
Oh, I got one I can hit you with right now that's Countercade related.
What?
Well, it was the one. Remember when we were at CES and Capcom came rolling up, and you're like, yeah, we could do Street Fighters, and then you're like, you didn't hear that, did you? And I was like, you're like, don't say anything. So is that anything that's still kind of possible, or?
Yeah. I mean, we're looking to fighting games where you can link 2 Countercades together.
Because that'd be so cool, man. That'd be so cool. I think people would really dig that. Because imagine having like one on each side of the table linked up. Yeah. Like that'd be cool. Like a mini head-to-head kind of experience. I think that'd be cool.
I think so too.
GameStop wants to know, any news on the giant joystick?
GameStop. How could I be GameStop if I'm at, that's not me.
Well,
right?
that's true.
You were just typing a moment ago, right?
So actually, I want to know too, because clearly I was a big fan of the giant joystick, as you've all seen. So, anything going on?
They're definitely coming out.
Oh, so they are coming out.
They're definitely coming out. Yeah,
is there a Miss Pac-Man version though?
No, there's no Miss Pac-Man version.
So they're male only.
Yes, they're male only.
Okay.
We'll have a Namco version, a Atari version, and a Disney version.
Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, a Disney version.
Yeah, so we have a Disney version.
And it will have that. It'll have that stabilizer thing on it, right? Like remember it had the plate, so you could actually. I'm being serious.
Yeah, like that foot.
Yeah, the foot pedal
yeah.
thing, because it would
pedal
keep
thing,
it
yeah,
down.
for
All right.
sure, for sure.
Okay,
For
I
sure.
was being serious when I asked that, but there was another one we missed.
Yeah,
we
we-
missed a sling spade one that was a good
Well,
question.
why
He
don't
said,
you find it then?
What do
All
I
right,
think of SNK making a 3/4 cab?
"Oh, well, he's getting a little." Juan's just going right in.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I have a very good relationship with the folks of SNK that predates Arcade 1-Up and during my time at Capcom, and so I'm very excited about their 3/4 cab. I mean, putting 50 games in one basically countertop with a stand, I think is a great value. I hope it's good. I mean, it's interesting that they chose a 6-button configuration versus a 4, but
Yeah. So,
I'm not-
do you have
yeah.
any ideas of why? Because they've been teasing us, right, on Twitter, saying there is a reason. They said you
Yeah.
need to speculate why those extra 2 buttons are there, and they're white.
Well, I mean, I have my theories on that, but I did email my SNK guy. I haven't heard back from him, and I haven't heard back from anyone officially from SNK. But I can only assume that it is officially licensed, and I think it's the same company. I think that does their little $69 handheld.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what we've confirmed that, I believe. Now,
Is that
so
is that okay? Well, so then that's legit.
yeah, no, we didn't think it was legit for a little while because no one was saying that it was officially licensed. Then finally, we went back and forth, and then I wrote the marketing guy, and he's like, "Yeah, it's an officially licensed product."
Which
I don't know
marketing
why.
guy?
I don't want to give out. He said not to give out his name, so I don't want to give out his name. But yeah, but he's a legit. Like I tied it back to there. It's legit. Because I was wondering, like, would someone be? Because think about it, would someone be that bold to put SNK
No, they
all
couldn't.
over
No.
it? Yeah, they
and
could. So,
especially because the website includes
Yeah.
SNK in there, so
Right.
it's got to be legit. I mean, I don't know of any SNK games that actually require 6 buttons.
none that I know of that are the older ones.
Here's an idea. None that have come out yet.
I wouldn't put people's
I
hopes
still
high
can't
that-
figure out this 6 buttons then, right? Because
No,
a company like
theory-
SNK is not going to support side-loading games, so it's not that. I think that's off the table.
Yeah, I
There's
think
got to be
so.
something.
Although it does
clever.
have a USB, I think so. Either way, I mean, I had a theory on this, and it's not to put them down at all. I've just seen this form factor for years in
Mhm.
China with the 6-button configuration, and they could just be using that form factor.
I see.
But I mean, for people who want to mod it, I mean, I think that's a good thing, anyways. So yeah, I mean, 4 buttons is what I would have done with it. I probably would have shaped it exactly like how I would have done it. But I'm kind of glad that we didn't end up getting that license, because if we ended up getting the license, we only put 4 games on there, and then if
Right.
they came in with something 50 games, it's like,
Yeah, that would've
it would
hurt.
just suck, So
Yeah.
so kudos to them. But one thing that we would have done is we would have made it online. So hey, But I had big plans for doing SNK. I would have put, like, I don't know, Metal Slug, King of Fighters 97, Last
Mhm.
Blade, and possibly like Buster Move. That would have been my dream SNK cabinet, but who knows? I guess that's all here and there.
Oh, you got it, Justin. Okay, I had him repaste it because I didn't think I couldn't find it. Sorry, I wasn't not paying attention. I was just trying to find that message. So Sling Spade says, question for John: Are there any updates on Silver Strike Bowling? Also, are you allowed to say how many versions of Miss Pac-Man will be coming to the U.S.? Sorry,
Sure.
I got here late.
No worries. Silver Strike Bowling, we looked into that, and it's probably too advanced for our current hardware. But there is another bowling game that they have that works with our hardware. So we're looking at that. So we are going to update Golden Tee with a bowling game. I don't think it's called Silver Strike. It may be. I forget. But it's going to be a version that actually can work with the hardware. Now, regarding Miss Pac-Man, I think we possibly maybe have 3 or 4 versions of that.
Okay.
Some including Dig Dug.
On the Silver Strike thing, or sorry, not you said Golden Tee. Are you guys gonna Are you planning on doing any newer versions of Golden Tee, or is that gonna stay where it is right now?
Well, we're looking at it right now. We're trying to see if Golden Tee 4 works. So we're researching it.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, a lot of people love that cabinet.
Oh yeah, to me, it's my favorite.
It's honestly one of those ones where it's like, I don't know, Golden Tee's in my opinion, Golden Tee's not as fun by yourself, but it's super fun if you have friends over. Like it's just a game where you can like have beers and hang out, and you kind of get that. You almost feel like you're at the bar, and it's competitive, and I don't know. It's just a great game. It's one of those like two people are there. It's awesome. Yeah. I mean, and you guys did a good job on that one.
It's probably the one of our best, well constructed arcade games, and just the rollerball, I guess, is
it has a good trackball on it.
Yeah, the trackball is pretty good. So, we will have another update. Hopefully, it comes out next year. We're looking at it, so be on the lookout. It will have a version of bowling on there.
Nice, cool. That's cool.
I forgot which version, but it will have one.
Elephant in the room. Any exclusive deals with GameStop?
Does he mean GameStop or GameStop?
It's Stringer Films. You know what he means, right?
I don't want to get John. I don't want to get John in trouble with actual GameStop because we'll skip. We'll keep going. Sorry, Stringer.
So with iArcade coming out with their Dragon's Lair, do you think does that change anything for Arcade 1-Up?
Totally does. I mean, they're going to put out a game that we were about to do. That's their choice, so let them do it. And, we could have done it much better. It's not that we don't have the license or we don't have access to it.
And it's not that they have the exclusive, right?
No.
You could do it if you want, but it's kind of
we could do it if you want, for sure.
It
is. I mean, it'd be probably a D move if we came out with something that with the right form factor and everything else. But it's I mean, because they came out with it and all that. I mean, we have so many games that are still coming out that let them have their day with it, and maybe when the cartoon comes out on Netflix, who knows? Maybe we'll time it with that. If there is a demand for the community to have a really true to arcade experience with the form factor and everything else, if there's a demand for that, we'll do it. And we'll likely do it timed with their Netflix show. But for now, good job, iArcade.
Hold on, let's get to that in a second because we skipped this one, right?
Oh yeah, whoops.
Hey guys, can we set up a Fightcade account so we can play Street Fighter? I think he's just saying that we should do that sometime, right? So
I think so. Yeah.
You paid $10 for that question?
I guess so. He's just showing his support,
No, I'm great. I'm good. Just like that wasn't even a question.
Is the next one?
I think it's Dominic.
Okay.
So remember, John? Good. Remember, John, when we saw that video? Well, it's still there. It's just not like you can get to it, but it's not. You don't have it live, I don't think anymore. But that video where Scott is talking about a game table, and then you guys make references to a game table in the survey. So Dominic was wondering, is there any possibility of that still happening?
Yes.
Okay. I'm guessing that you can't elaborate more on that then, right?
No.
All right. Okay, cool. Without David coming in, he'll slide in. Justin, you're next, buddy.
Yeah, I'm trying to. It's a lot. There's a lot going on. So okay, we got that one. How about yeah. So just because the photo is fake, is that something that you might consider the virtual fighting?
Yeah, I mean, we have licenses with almost every game company, and like I said, we have at least a 5-year roadmap. So it's just a matter of when, I'm, as you guys know, I'm a big fan of Sega games. I want to see Virtua Fighter 2 and Fighting Vipers and Last Bronx and all of those cool, games. Mega Mix, everything, so it's just a matter of time.
Well, and
NFL
two,
Blitz?
oh yeah, well, I guess someone just said
NFL
NFL
Blitz,
Blitz, but
it's the same issues that we've had with the NBA. It's about navigating through those issues,
yep.
and people thought we couldn't do NBA, so I wouldn't put it past us to do something like NFL Blitz.
Zohar brought up about Star Wars pinball pre-order news. I think we talked about this a few times, but I'm trying to figure out if there's something else that needs to be said to make it very clear. I think you said it like maybe this is the issue. Let me walk through it real quick. At CES, we physically saw the Star Wars pinball, but there was no marketing, Photoshop, renditions created. But now your website shows Marvel. Can you explain why it doesn't show Star Wars?
Our website says Marvel.
Yeah, your website has pictures of.
I think the website showed that. Yeah, it showed that because we updated our website to kind of reflect what was going on with the announcements around summer of gaming for IGN. But having said that, Attack from Mars and Star Wars will also be coming out, and I think people will be happy when they see the artwork. We've worked with Lucasfilm and Williams Valley to make sure that the artwork is ideal. It looks really good, so I think people will be excited.
Would you say that the artwork looks different than what we saw at CES then?
I think it looks better.
Okay.
Definitely looks better.
Cool. We had one here. It said, do you think you'll come out with, I know this one gets brought up a lot. People love WWE WrestleFest.
Yes,
People love that, but I'm just wondering if that's like it's probably on a list of games, right? That you guys are interested in at some point.
WrestleFest, Superstars, things like that. There's a whole list of challenges regarding those games.
I could imagine. Yeah.
First of all, it's not even called WWF anymore.
Yeah.
So, everything with the logos, which is not an issue for us, have to be changed. And wrestler rights are an issue. They're like, you'd have to come up with deals with a lot of those individual wrestlers, which the WWE does not have the rights to. And so, it's something that we constantly work on. My friend is the head of licensing at WWE, and we were trying to figure it out, but it's a challenge.
And you guys probably have so many other titles that don't come with that level of difficulty. So it's like you put that one on the back burner to focus on the ones you can do quick, right?
Yeah, it's all a work in progress. Like we'll put it out there at a certain time period, and if we get there, we get there. But we understand. Everything that you guys want us to release, we want to release. It's just a matter of timing.
So I think curious.
I think that's the general answer that you have to a lot of titles that people are recommending. I think you probably want to encourage them to continue to recommend those because you guys listen, you guys see those titles, right?
Yeah. Exactly. There could be some titles I didn't even think of that people want. So continue to go ahead and, let us know.
What about, I think there's a lot of people that were asking about timelines and availability at retailers. So maybe you can just kind of answer that all at once. I'll use this one as an example, but maybe you can answer it in a general way. I think you already answered this one, actually. This was about retailers coming out with different SKUs at different timing.
Yeah, again, it's, we have to be fair to all of our retailers. And there's reasons why we can't just announce things, when we know they're coming out, right? Because, like I said, the retailers that are going to have their SKUs first can announce first. But it's not like that we can say, okay, like I said, GameStop already has their SKU or Walmart.com has their SKU and we have something with Costco that is not ready yet. We can't say, hey, don't buy from them, buy from Costco. Or don't buy from them, buy from Best Buy. We're not in a position to do that. You'll just hopefully, and the reason we do that is because not every town has a Costco, not every town has a Best Buy,
Right.
not every town has a GameStop or a Walmart or things like that. So we want to get our products as wide as possible, but we also have to do right by our partners and just give everyone a chance for their SKUs to sell. So I understand that. Oh, I bought this one. I could have bought that one. Well, you know what? Geographically, you may or may not have been in an ability to be able to buy that SKU. But from an impartial, publisher, we shouldn't actually just say, hey, promote another SKU while someone else is already promoting their SKU. That is nothing different than. It's not like we're the first ones to do it.
Right.
It's nothing. It's common practice, and just be lucky that if you got the SKU and these are somewhat limited.
There was one.
I think this is what you get when there's so many fans, that are just waiting for every little piece of news that comes out, and then when that news comes out, they make buying choices right away, and then there's a few situations where they maybe regret some of those decisions.
I get
Generally speaking, like that's probably not the actual demographic, right? Like you're still trying to reach people that have never heard of Arcade 1-Up, right? That's
exactly. You're trying to reach people who just go into the retailer and get it, and we get it. Like I wouldn't have buyer's remorse if you bought a SKU and then another SKU came along, because these things sell out so quickly. If you didn't buy that SKU, you try to wait. There's no guarantee you're going to get that other SKU that you wanted anyway.
Right. Yeah. Right.
How are you going to?
There was a good. I wanted to switch gears a little bit, if that's
Okay,
all
go
right.
ahead.
I actually had this question too, and I don't know how far you can go with this, but Justin and I and everyone here had a whole episode where we talked about, would it be stand up or would it be sit down?
Yeah, are your feet going to go inside the cabinet, because it's a sit down, or is it going to be a stand up? And
so theoretically, if we were to do a racing cab, you're asking me questions about how that racing cab would be constructed?
Yeah, like
think about it. Like let's describe it. If it's stand up, right?
If it's stand up,
then the pedals are by your feet, right? But there's a riser there.
Let me do a hypothetical.
Okay.
We like these.
Just because
hit record.
I mean, who knows if something like this would ever come out? But it would make sense if you were to have a stand up that the pedals would be placed inside of the riser.
What was it again, John?
Pedals
the
inside the riser.
Inside the riser.
Inside the riser. John,
that's the only way that I would think of you could do it if we were to do something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that we're ever going to do a racing cab, because who knows? I mean.
Okay, so I'm going to run through this. There's a lot of people that commented, and I'm sure you've seen these, over time. So some people want a Paperboy, Moon Patrol, Qbert, Super Sprint. I just want to make sure that their voices are heard.
They didn't pay money for those questions, though, so I mean answering it.
Yeah. I do think, the funny thing is so like I Wicket, I like you, man, but I can't imagine a Qbert cab.
I mean,
Qbert seems like it would have to be one of those funded ones by the community, because I don't know. Yeah. Qbert's a great game, but it's not like, I don't know.
I mean, maybe in a countercade. I mean, Qbert has a diagonal.
Oh, that's true. It'd be good in a countercade. I can see a Qbert.
Yeah, maybe a diagonal, because it has a diagonal gate. I wouldn't know what other games you could put on there.
Yeah.
Would it have to be a standalone or something?
They probably a standalone. Who knows? I mean, we do have the license for it. It's just we don't know what to do with it.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. We didn't know that. That's cool.
Well, early on, remember Gen 1, there were some pictures out there of Qbert.
We had some plushes that were Qbert.
Yeah. Whatever happened to the one, was it you guys had one horizontal countercade, and it was at CES like 3 years ago, maybe it would have been, or I guess it would have been 3.
And Ghouls or Ghosts and Goblins,
it was either
maybe?
Ghosts and Goblins or something.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to that? Is it just not popular?
I came in there and said, you can't sell a Ghosts and Goblins countercade.
Well,
I said, you guys are crazy. What do you think about the Ghosts? Who's gonna buy that?
Well, at the time, I just wanted
I personally shut that down.
Well, to me, I just wanted it because I wanted to mod it, but that was I didn't actually want to put. But I did like the fact that because that game's hard as hell. But
Right.
it would have been. I think there's enough fans of it, but
You
maybe
think?
not to sell.
You think there's
Well,
enough
maybe not to
fans
sell that
about
many
to
units.
sell a Ghost and Goblins or Ghost and Ghouls countercade?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not. Yeah, maybe
I don't
not.
think
I guess
so.
because I don't know.
No, just do Street Fighter and make it
Yeah,
so you
exactly.
link
I
two
mean,
together.
dude,
That'll
you do
be
Street
huge.
Fighter. You do Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat countercades,
That's all we need.
one of them, you're good. Like that's
No,
the gem.
that's basically what I said when I saw that at E3. I was like, no, it's CES. I said, what are you guys doing? Like,
Mhm.
we're gonna sell. Let's go with something we can sell. So, Street Fighter is an option for sure.
So here's a good one. It says, "How do you pronounce Sinden? And are you having a COVID party? So many people using that bathroom. I didn't even know what he said until
That's
after.
my kids. So we
Okay.
have like there's a heat wave here, so we put like this kind of this blow up castle with water and all that.
Oh,
stuff.
nice.
Yeah. So we're doing that right now.
So the reason why they're bringing that up on how to pronounce Sinden is because
Well,
I had pronounced it wrong so many
don't you show 'em?
times. Yeah, I'll show you the video. So I had pronounced
quick.
it wrong a bunch of times. Justin corrected me, and he pronounced it wrong. So it's kind of funny. So I'll play it for you real quick so you can see it. Here, hold on one sec.
Let's
How do
talk
you-
about Sidon, guys.
I always say it wrong. Is it Sidon or Sinden?
Sidon.
The Sidon light gun.
Today we've got Andy with us. Andy, thank you for joining us.
This guy right here, Sidon.
Side.
Sidon or Sinden?
Sidon.
The Sinden light gun.
What did you say?
The Sinden light gun. Sinden light gun.
Say what?
Yeah, the Sinden.
Sinden. Sinden. That's right. Sinden. Yeah. Sinden light gun project is really cool. But
It should be
yeah,
Sidon, but whatever.
Yeah. So, John, did you see your cameo in there? You're in there. You said it right.
Yeah, I saw that. Is that Andrew sitting in there?
Yeah, I was going to ask you. So, how many beers did it take to get him to be like, "Heck yeah, we'll give you the"? I mean, did you guys take him out somewhere nice? I hope.
Yeah.
Or-
Those Brits can drink.
Well, that was pre-COVID too, when you guys inked that
was.
deal, right? So you guys probably were able to take him out.
That was January, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that was right before. Okay.
So
did John D-
GameStop is dropping some more
that's
clues.
a good question. Did you pre-order an II arcade for research purposes?
I mean, we order them just so we could play them, but I mean, the arcade. I don't think there's. I mean, it's a good system. I mean, you know what I do like that they do? I do like that they get official licenses.
We do too.
I mean, I respect that.
Mhm.
I'll
I'll tell you right now, it's the number one reason that I back them.
Yeah, it's the number one reason why we.
You
When
have
like it.
to.
they
It's
kept
a
on
good-
pushing that, I was like, okay, I'll support this
You
because
know-
it's good for the community, right?
It's good for the community, and they got licenses that that we necessarily didn't use and stuff. So I love that.
Mhm.
I'm all about fair competition, and the guy is an old Sony guy, so we have a lot of like mutual friends
Mhm.
and everything. So more power to him. I love people playing by the rules.
Yeah, and he found a little niche, I think, in the market, in this home arcade market, and technically he beat SNK to the idea of doing a split cabinet where it can be both a bar top or it can have a stand.
Yeah, no, and I like how they take community feedback too.
Mm-hmm.
Having the double dragon and the Dragon's Lair standalones. That's cool. I mean, hey, that's all good stuff.
Yeah.
Like I said, like competition's good as long as it's done fairly.
Yeah.
Yep. So Jeff Rainwater is suggesting, I think, next time we do this to give you a little bit of like alcohol prior so you can spill some of the exclusive hints. So we'll do that next time.
You don't have to give me alcohol. Like
You usually do a good job.
Like
I feel like you kind of sprinkle them in enough that there's some maybe we can read into it a little bit. So we'll see. And then David will get upset. But
Did we read this one already? That Zohar is kind of like, yeah, you might want to consider a sit-down cabinet. We're gonna go racing.
if we do a racing game, which I don't know if we are or not, we would likely probably start with the sit-down version first.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were speculating that the second version of the Star Wars cabinet that was bundled with the seat was kind of like a model for what could come next.
Possibly.
But then, there's difficulty with that because with the Star Wars, your feet are kind of behind you, or straight down, and then you're playing like this. Where if it's a true racing cab, are you going to have your feet forward? And that's where Ralph and I came up with the idea. If your feet are forward, maybe they have to go inside the cabinet.
Well, I mean,
Right.
those benches are adjustable. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't even know if we're going to do a racing cab, so I don't know what you guys talking about anyways.
All right, let's see. We got some
I lost a super chat.
I think you're losing fans. I think we're down to like 30 people watching the stream.
That's right. So, can we get a date on pinball? Not just soon, specifically Star Wars. I think you've said more than soon, right? You've said we're within weeks of.
I think we're within
right?
weeks. I think we're within weeks of a pre-order for sure.
Right.
If I were to guess, we're within 4 at the most.
I wanted to ask you something that I don't think no one asks these questions. I don't know why, but like, how's Scott feeling about the titles that are coming out? Like, does he feel like I mean, it seems like he feels so good about the momentum the company has and the game selections and everything like that. Like, what's his take on where you guys are at right now? Like, he's got to be over the moon because.
I mean, Scott's not someone to stay idle. He's always pushing us. He always wants to, get. Okay, so I'll tell you something about Scott. Out of all of us, Scott has like the wildest visions, right? Like, that's cool, yeah. So like he wants to do everything, and I think it's us telling him to, okay, hey, I don't know if we can do that, but I'll tell you, if he actually listened to us, we wouldn't have Star Wars. We wouldn't have a lot of these other titles that we do have now, because a lot of these things that we thought were just impossible to do at a commercial level. So Scott always like online was his and only his idea for the longest time. Like no one supported that but him. Wow. So we all pushed back on it. And again, if it wasn't for his vision, then we would be where we're at now. So that's the truth. There were so many people against a lot of ideas that he had, because he sees things, in a way that, like he always says, why? Why can't we do that? And if you don't give him a good enough answer, he just won't take it. He goes, if you can't, he's basically, if you can't get it done, I'll find someone else who will.
Wow.
So that's kind of his thing. So I appreciate that, because a lot of things, even, I was saying like, I don't know, Scott, I don't know if he could do it, but he stuck to his guns. And so, so he's always pushing us. There's things he wants to do. Like we're saying, there's absolutely no way we could do that. But, for him, there's no limits.
That's cool. He's got a little Steve Jobs in him then, pushing people to get, that's
totally.
Cool.
I mean, he's not the most like techie person I know, but he's probably one of the smartest people I know, in the sense that if you can't give him a real answer that he understands why you can't do something, then you're pretty much no use to him. So he's always about the possibilities, and this whole project was something that people didn't think we could do. So I wouldn't have ever put it past him. Like, again, he's already thinking 5-6 years down the line, and he wants to do stuff that we want to do 5 years from now, tomorrow.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean that's cool that he continues to push, right? I mean, that's
totally.
that allows you guys to keep innovation going and stay relevant, and so it's pretty cool, pretty awesome.
So this is go ahead, sorry.
Okay. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, so this is a picture of Stringer Films, big supporter of our show. So this is his idea. So notice how the bottom half of the cabinet is open, and then he has pedals inside it. It's an option.
Yeah. That's one way, for sure. Definitely one way to do it. Yeah. All right. I think I just bored your entire stream.
No, the audience actually grew, believe it or not. So we actually got more people watching now. So
Yeah, that's fine. So what do you think about, we talked about it before, the wave one, the big titles like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. Is there an idea to kind of bring those back? I think
Yes.
some people are talking about like a pro line or try to.
Yeah. We've been talking about that. So it's nothing that we've kept under wraps. I mean, we've been talking about that since last CES. So you'll definitely see, I don't know, versions that we've released prior, probably new features and stuff like that. So yeah.
John,
Yep,
we're gonna have to wrap pretty soon here, but Cody had a pretty interesting question. I think we've talked about this before last time we had you on, but I think it's interesting. First he says, "What's up?" And then, are there any thoughts of doing like a multi-cade or sort of like a full-size cabinet, or is that just not in the plan just because it's a different business model?
Everything's in the works. Everything. That specifically, I don't know, but yeah, I mean, we're looking to expand, so take that for what it's worth.
Okay. So, I mean, basically, it'd be fair to say that nothing's off the table. Like you guys,
Nothing's
I
off
just
the
imagine
table.
in my mind, I imagine there's a whiteboard in Scott's office or your office or somewhere, and it says like, this is where we want to be, like in all of these areas, and are these possibilities? And it's probably every single thing that we could think of, right? I mean, it's multi-cades. It's do we do a full size? It's do we do a, Cadillac cabinet or a Ferrari if you're, cooler than me. Or something like that, right? I mean,
That's correct. I mean, Scott has a wild vision for the future of this company, and I'm along for the ride. And it's just a matter of when, not if.
So Zohar's talking some serious smack now. He says, "Can you?" And he paid $5 for the smack talk. He said, "Can you make it a sit-down Street Fighter? Because you may need to sit down to avoid passing out when I destroy you." He's just on it. John's not even, he is speechless right now, Zohar, which is kind of how I was when you were talking smack on me. But I guess, all right. So, no, he was never looking at that, right? You guys were never talking about doing a claw machine, right?
It's
that would
been
be a
brought up
nightmare.
many times, but I just don't see how we could do it.
Well, thank you, Sling Spade, for the super chat. But as someone that owns a claw machine, this would be an absolute nightmare for Arcade 1-Up to try to do, because it's so many moving parts,
so many mechanical pieces.
Yeah, it would be a nightmare. I mean, even if you made it minimalist, it'd still be a nightmare, I think.
Would it be a virtual
Let's do some
claw?
final thoughts. I want to hear a song.
Yeah, we do have to wrap things up. So no more super chats, guys, because we got to wrap things up here.
Yeah, I want to hear Ralph's final thoughts.
All right,
I'll do a duet with him.
Oh man. Well, let me see, Justin, while you're doing that, I'm just going to see.
Oh, you got more?
Okay, we already got that one up there. I think we got everyone's questions. If we didn't get the questions, one more smack talk. He will be speechless, I guarantee it. Man, such a smack talker.
Something slow, maybe Stairway to Heaven or whatever you want to.
Edwin, John, do you want to try to, real quick, this is the last one. Is there any, if there was a racing cab, in theory, how many games would it probably have on it?
4 to 5, maybe. 4
to 5, okay. All right, sorry, Edwin, I wanted to squeeze that in real quick. But no more super chats because we're not going to have time. All right, hey guys. It's final thoughts time. So we learned that John D crashed the party, and we're really glad that he did. We didn't know he was coming on. That's pretty awesome. We also learned that he has become a little bit of a politician, but he still gives you enough. He still gives you enough to read between the lines. And it's probably going to get back to him tomorrow. It's Monday. David's gonna send him the nasty gram email. Dude, why'd you say this? And John's going to say soon and give him the finger. And we have no idea who GameStop is. GameStop is out there somewhere. We don't know who they are. And we don't know. We'll figure it out eventually.
GameStop says, so first of all, I'm sorry, Adam, that we missed your super chat. We'll make it up to you, I promise. And GameStop says the answer's in your inbox, Ralph.
Do we want to reveal it really quick while John's still here? Or
I guess so.
I mean, it's not really a John-related thing, but he says, it's me, Tech Zombie. I love you guys. This was a love letter to the show. Just wanted to let you know how much I appreciate you both. I wasn't trying to troll you, just having fun. I've been absent from the chat. If you notice, I spent way more time on this today than I should have, but it was definitely worth it. Loved being able to entertain everyone. If you aren't sure about me, ask my family, Randy. He knows that I could pull this off, Tech Zombie. Well, that was really cool.
All right. So Tech Zombie is GameStop. That's awesome.
All right. And that's it. John, any final words from your side?
Yeah. So keep, asking your questions, on our Facebook, and I'll give you the best answer I can ever give. And it's coming soon.
All right. Justin, how are you going to play it out? I think, John, you should go out on like a little bit of a harder song, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you should do the metal version of Closing Time for him.
Yeah.
Closing time. Open up the doors and let you out into the world. Closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. But John, you're welcome anytime.
Get out of
So
here.
gather up your jackets, move into the exits. I hope you have found a friend.
Ooh, I like this version. This is good. Just keep going.
Closing time. Every new beginning comes from some other beginnings.
Can't stay here. You don't have to
That's
go
it.
home. All right.
Closing time. Every new beginning comes from some other beginnings. And yeah.
All right. John, thanks, guys. Thanks, everybody, for joining. We appreciate it. And we will see you on the next one.
Don't flip
Take
people
care.
off this time, John.
Oh, no. All right, guys. Take care. We'll see you later. Thanks, John.